over. Hi, my name is Tachiana Bradley, and today I'm going to be interviewing my dad and asking questions about the events that took place on September 11th, 2001. I'm going to start off with a few questions. What is your full name?
My full name is Bruce Spradley.
Where are you from?
I am from Michigan.
How old were you on September 11th, 2001?
I was 21 on that day.
Okay. What do you recall about life before 9/11?
Life was pretty laid back, uh, carefree. The economy was good. Everybody was making money and taking trips and going places.
Were you scared of being attacked by terrorists before 9/11? Why or why not?
No, I wasn't scared. We didn't have uh, events like that taking place, and if they did, it wasn't really public or on TV like that.
How did you find out about the attacks? What were you doing at the time?
At the time that the attacks happened, I was actually asleep, and my mom came in and woke me up and told me to turn the news on, and she said a plane had flew into a building. So when I cut the news on, I looked and saw the first building on fire, and as I was watching, I actually saw the second plane fly into the second building. It was awful.
What were your first feelings, emotions when you heard about the attacks?
When I first heard and saw the attacks, I was scared because I didn't want it to happen where I was living at, and I was just afraid that didn't know what was next to come.
Were you personally connected to anyone in the towers, pentagons, or planes?
No, wasn't. Fortunately, I wasn't. Didn't know anybody that was there.
How did you feel about the decision to invade Afghanistan?
Well, I feel that you should clean your own house up first before you go visit others. I don't know all the information, so I don't know if that's actually where the terrorists came from. So I can only go off of what the media has told, but who knows what the truth is.
How did you feel about the decision to invade Iraq? Why?
Iraq, well, they had been over in Iraq for long before 9/11 happened. So that was just politicians making more money on war, from what I can see.
How have the additional security measures at airports made you feel?
It actually has made me feel a little safer about flying and who's flying. It is more time consuming, but it is worth it, being that we have all these attacks now, and you don't know who's who and where they coming from and what they up to.
What do you believe is our nation's greatest security threat? Why?
I believe our greatest security threat are the politicians in office that get too comfortable and have hidden agendas.
What lessons should be learned from 9/11?
A lesson that should be learned is that no one is better than the other. Uh, Anyone can be a target at some point, and you just have to uh, learn that and know that and live by it.
What do you believe should be done to protect the United States?
I believe that we should rotate all these politicians quite frequently. I believe they get too comfortable in their positions with their hidden agendas, and they lose sight of the real issues at hand.
What do you want students to know about this day?
This day was the second time in history where there was a bombing or an attack on American soil. The first one was Pearl Harbor And the end effect of that was the nuclear bomb, which killed millions. This time around, I guess due to better technology, maybe a few 100,000 died about this one.
And my final question is, how did you what did you think that the people in the buildings, how did you think that they felt when this happened?
I believe they were all scared, terrified of what was going on. Some probably didn't even know what was going on. And I know all of them were just worried and afraid of dying.
Those are all the questions that I have. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate you answering these questions that I have.
You're welcome.
And this is going to close my interview.